I hear it all the time when I talk to my clients as they first start their search. I'm moving to Hoboken and I have to be downtown to be near the PATH station. And after a little bit of education, we find out that may not necessarily be true. I'm Tom Worley and I've been helping people sell, buy, and rent here in Hoboken for over a decade. And today we're gonna cover everything downtown Hoboken, from here to 8th Street, from the water to Clinton Street, and talk about the vibe, the happy hour trap, and just what it's going to cost you to truly be downtown. And we'll figure out if living down here is truly what you really need. So let's take a second and talk vibes of downtown Hoboken and the pros and cons of living in this general area. It is very city feel downtown. It's go, go, go. Everybody's moving quickly. You've got 3 modes of transportation, which is a huge pro into the city. You've got the ferry, you've got the PATH station, and you've got plenty of bus lines in and out of the city. You've got everything at your fingertips in downtown Hoboken, from restaurants, bars, coffee shops. This is the largest density of child daycares in the area. You've got parks, you've got everything that you could possibly want right here at your fingertips in downtown Hoboken. But a gift and a curse is that happy hour trap. On your walk home from work, it is super easy to stop in and grab a drink with some friends, and you can't walk down the block without seeing somebody you know. That could be a gift and a curse, because that 5 o'clock drink quickly turns into 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, midnight, and the next day of work we all know really sucks. But the other con really is the Broboken thing, right, is a real thing. On weekends in this area, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, it gets loud. There are tons of bars. This is the area that people come from out of town to party. So if you're looking for a quieter feel, but still the convenience of the city, the downtown area may not necessarily be for you. You've got Irish Corner, you've got all the spots near the PATH station, you've got Washington Street with tons of young crowds. So it is a young man's game in this area of Hoboken. Night times, on weekends, the nightlife will be loud. But the convenience is certainly there. The biggest con down here, though, is going to be parking. I'm not gonna lie to you, parking can absolutely be a nightmare down here. There are a lot of things that downtown has going for it. Parking is not one of them. Street parking, you have to know the difference between resident parking and visitor parking for when your friends come to visit. There are a couple parking garages in the area, but parking is definitely at a premium around this area. So you gotta take a look at everything and weigh those pros and cons as to what it is that is important to you and your lifestyle. Is that convenience of the city more important for you, that you are willing to sacrifice, the crazy rowdiness that happens here on weekends? Some people are, some people aren't. That's gonna be up to you. So now let's take a second to bust that travel myth. Everybody thinks that they have to be downtown, they have to be near the PATH to get into the city. And the conversation that I typically have with people is, where do you work in New York? Because if you work downtown, the PATH is going to be king, there's no question about that. But if you work anywhere near Midtown, so if you work near Bryant Park, Hudson Yards, in Times Square, anything like that, the truth is you've got a ferry station on each end of town that can get you into Midtown, plus the 126 line that gets you right into Port Authority. The truth is most people, when they end up working in Midtown, will rely more on the bus than they do the PATH. Gets you right into Port Authority, you have your own lane through the Lincoln Tunnel. So you could be in there in 20 to 30 minutes, and you get the bus up and down Washington Street via the 126. During commuting hours, you have it up Clinton Street and into Lincoln Tunnel. And then on your way home, you can even take it down Willow Avenue or Washington Street. So the truth is, with all of those transportation options, it's not necessarily true that you have to be downtown to get to the PATH station. And that's going to really depend heavily on where you work in the city. And that's why that conversation always begins with that education process when you reach out to me. Now let's talk just about what it's going to cost you to live in this area. So we've got a wide range of different buildings around here in this downtown area. You've got the historic walk-ups where they take an old tenement building, they split it into different units. You've got luxury buildings with elevators and views and everything else. The average price per foot for a purchase down here is looking anywhere from $850 to $950, with days on market ranging from 21 days to as high as those 30-day marks. So it's really going to depend on kind of what the finishes are, whether or not you have parking, views, and things like that. The truth is, this market changes from building to building and from street to street in this area of Hoboken. It is considered one of the more competitive areas of Hoboken. And let's talk a second about rentals. those are no joke. A 1-bedroom is gonna run you about $3,000 a month, with a 2-bedroom running you on average about $4,200 a month and up. And those will rent in a matter of hours, if not days at the most. Though the rental market down here is incredibly fast-paced because of the demographic that's looking to rent down here. People looking to easily commute into the city via the path or the bus, and people that are looking for access to restaurants and to the bar scene and the nightlife. So the truth is, down here is really one of the more competitive markets, whether you're looking to sell, buy, or rent in the downtown area of Hoboken. It's why those conversations about what your plan is and putting together that strategic outlook and putting together that true roadmap to get you from start to finish is so vitally important, whether you're shopping here or all of Hoboken, because of how competitive this market really is. Now, the ultimate pro of being downtown is exactly this. Pier A is your backyard. It's where everybody kind of comes to just exhale and take a breath. On weekends, you'll see this whole area packed with people just hanging out, plenty of activities and plenty of things to do along this waterfront. So if downtown feels like it's your speed, drop a comment and let's figure out where we can put you. And if this might seem a little bit too much for you, drop a comment where you need to be, and I'll tell you the best area for you to live in Hoboken or in Hudson County in general. Follow along for the next videos where we cover the rest of Hoboken and surrounding areas.